So there is a guy that said that if I have his baby, he's gonna buy me a house.
And I'm assuming you did the right thing and had said baby and had said house.
I actually said no.
Why?
Because that's crazy.
You know house prices in New York?
That's absolutely crazy. And people are gonna think I'm capping. People are gonna think like, oh, there's no way a guy would offer to do that.
Look, you could have had this baby when it was born, put it up for adoption, and you get the house baby.
No, he wants to like.
Where is him? Where is he?
He wants to have no. He wants to like have the baby with me and me raise the child
until the child is 6 months old and you give it up for adoption.
No, he wants to like.
You know what? I need to speak with this man as your, on behalf of you.
And people are gonna think I'm capping, but I'm very serious. Light actually knows who it is, and he's not somebody like I'm in a.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, it's not. He's not somebody like I'm in a relationship with or anything, but he wants me to have his child, and I'm just like, you're insane.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I want to believe him, but you know, men these days they be always lying.
I know. I feel like he would do it though.
Probably.
And
he did seem very in need of. Doesn't he already have like so many kids though?
He has children already.
Okay, so he wants to repopulate. Yeah.
He wants more children, and I was like, "You're crazy." Also, I believe
you're gonna be what his concubine.
And I believe the offer is still on the table if I want to take it.
And I still think you should, baby. I want to live in this house too.
No,
like, we can raise this child together. This child's gonna be a mini podcaster.
No, this is absolutely insane, and I am not gonna do it. But if you see me randomly pregnant and in a new house, you know what happened.
If you see us, you will get a new space to shoot this
Light's
podcast
gonna move in.
Is a podcast studio a part of that house plan?
You know, it's funny. Somebody commented on my Instagram, and they were like, You guys need a better setup for your podcast.
Well, y'all fund it then.
Literally.
Y'all fund it. Cash out me the money at GZ Drake, and let's do it. We'll do it.
Send the wire, send the Cash App, send the Venmo, send the ACH, because how are we gonna pay for a better setup? Light and I have no money. No, that's
broke.
That's not true. However, guys, we're in the beginning stages of this podcast, so if you see us recording in my apartment, it's because we're just starting out.
This is the low before the high.
This is the long low before...
Assuming that there is a high.
Assuming that there is a high.
But thank you guys so much, guys, for listening. And we've definitely gotten a lot of feedback.
Yeah, we've gotten...
This is our third or fourth episode?
We're on our fourth episode now. We've gotten...
I didn't think we'd make it past our second.
We've gotten pretty good feedback. We've been well received, and people want to hear.
People aren't slut shaming me or making fun of my fat belly.
Yet.
In horrible fashion stuff.
Well, you have a cute shirt on today.
Yeah, you're gonna see it next time. This is the fourth shirt. I'll start again from shirt number 1.
He's gonna do a cycle of the shirts. Just keep re-wearing
For the people who can't see. Well, you should see because you're still gonna look at the video if you're listening to the podcast only. This is a blue shirt. It's Armani Exchange. We both know that they're like
Armani Sex Change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
Armani Exchange. I mean, they're a popular brand, but they're not like.
I don't know. I just know because my ex liked it.
Your ex also had no taste, so I don't know why you.
First ex.
I don't know why you would trust any of your exes, to be honest.
Moving right along.
We're not gonna go over this again. So I'm not gonna have the kid, but what's crazy is that I haven't met anyone else that I could have kids with.
It's so funny because this man is like, how do I explain it? This is what you want, but from the wrong person.
Literally.
This is nature fucking with you. This is like God fucking with you. Be like, I'm gonna give her what she wants, but from the wrong person.
And I feel like
I want you to fuck with God back. I want you to go get the baby and get the motherfucking house.
No, and this guy's a provider. I feel like he would totally provide for this child, but.
Yeah, a house is a provision.
Well, that's one provision, but there need to be more provisions, baby. But I just feel like our relationship would never be what I want it to be. So no.
Yeah.
I cannot deal with it.
It's dead upon arrival.
It's dead upon arrival.
Oh, not the baby, sorry.
Oh no. Anyways.
Bad joke.
Oh wait, like.
Was it Teresa? Forgive me.
Do you want children?
How can a child begot a child?
True. And also, like...
I think I do want kids, but...
Why?
I don't know. I feel like it's a part of the natural progression of life. You know, it's something that I occupy my time when I'm bored as I get older.
You know what's funny?
Oh, no.
What?
I have a better reason. So kids are an investment. Don't let nobody fool y'all out there, right? When you get old, who's going to take care of you, baby boy? Exactly.
Your money will take care of you.
When I get dementia and can't think for myself and shit my pants, who will clean it up?
A nurse.
A hospice nurse.
You'll hire somebody.
They'll have their way with me, of course. I'd rather trust my kids with that endeavor, to be honest.
What's crazy is that people have kids and then the kids still have no time with them when they're older.
That's a risk you run. That's why you have several kids. Baby, we diversifying. Diversification is a tenet you take with you throughout your life.
So you think at least one of them must take care of you?
I think I'll have only girl kids because they tend to be the ones who will take care of you.
What have you seen that in your experience?
Well, no shade. Y'all don't know what we're talking about, but it's an inside joke, and we'll just leave it right there. But, yeah, you have a point. But, like, generally speaking, though, like, girls are, like...
I heard a woman say once that she loves that she has 3 sons because sons always take care of... Their mothers.
Okay, I'm not a mother, therefore.
But you are a son.
And these bitches is my sons as well.
And you do take care of your mother.
I do take care of my mother. Mom, if you're listening, which I really hope you're not.
Mom, never listen to this, please.
Happy Valentine's Day, Mom.
Her birthday's coming up.
My mother was born on Valentine's Day, and my parents were married on Valentine's Day. And I see that all together.
That's love.
That's love. But my dad is dead, so.
R.I.P. Uncle Lloyd.
R.I.P. Dad.
But, so, Valentine's Day is coming up. Your mother's birthday is coming up. So, you're very single. But having your mother's birthday on that day probably helps you because you have something to look forward to.
Of course, it definitely does. Like, I'm not thinking and being sad about, oh my god, I'm single. I don't have anyone to go on a Valentine's Day dinner with. I got my mom and I usually take her out. We usually do something for her birthday. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. We're going to, occupy ourselves with that little event. We're obviously not celebrating her marriage anniversary because, but
your father has
it's a nice...
passed on beyond.
Hopefully, if you're single, hopefully you have someone close to you who was born on Valentine's Day too. So you have something to divert your attention to.
I feel like the probability
rather than focus on moping and wallowing
of that
in pity
happening is
I
very
know, I'm just
low.
kidding, guys.
However, my girl best friend, her birthday is today, the day we're recording this, and usually we go out.
Yes! Happy birthday, Lisa!
Happy birthday, Lisa. Her birthday is... Like, the weekend of Valentine's Day is usually when we go out for her birthday.
Oh, yes. And we have something planned this weekend.
And we do have plans
Hopefully
this weekend.
we can sadly, we can't podcast that, but they might see a little bit of it.
I think I'll actually vlog it,
Yeah.
so you'll see it on my channel on the vlog.
Mhm.
So, you have no worries about getting through Valentine's Day.
No.
But what do you think, like, for other people...
Mhm.
I mean, listen.
I think...
I've never done anything for Valentine's Day, ever, even when I had boyfriends.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even care. It's just whatever. I don't think about it.
Let's go back to the inception of Valentine's Day. It's a commercial holiday at the end of the day. You think these companies out here care about your love life? Oh, hell no, baby. They care about their love balance.
But, like, Christmas became a commercial holiday, but there's something about Christmas you still want to...
Well, Christmas also has a religious significance. Valentine's Day is
what happened to Saint Valentine and stuff?
Oh, yeah, because
I don't even know the story.
I don't even know either.
But listen, if you were, this is gonna come out after Valentine's Day, I think. Listen, if you were alone on Valentine's Day, it doesn't matter. All right, don't worry about it. You're good. Don't just go buy discount chocolate. Take yourself out. Just don't worry about it, alright? It's not a big deal.
Let it go.
Don't worry about surviving it. It's
Why does
really
it sound
nothing.
like we're also talking to ourselves?
No, like, I'm okay. I literally do not care. You know what does matter to me? Birthdays and Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. Like, as a couple, anything outside of that, I don't really care.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, and there's some holidays you just gotta, like... Soon there'll be a holiday for fucking, I don't know, clipping your toenails or something.
Oh my gosh. So, if you have these kids, how are you going to go about having them?
Well, good segue. Will you be the surrogate, Nana?
Lights actually asked me to be his surrogate years ago. I was probably like 20, 21. And
now in my DNA, though, with my partner's DNA.
Because we don't want to biologically have the child together, because that's just too weird for us, because we're already, like, family. I said yes back in the day, but now that I'm older and wiser, I don't know if I want to be your surrogate.
Older and wiser. Wiser is not to have my kid, is that what you're saying?
But maybe,
is that a poor decision?
But maybe I would do it for a check.
You know what?
You do.
Wow, so much for family, huh?
For like a nice $40K or so.
Does that include like the 9 months of formula that I gotta pay for and like
9 months of formula?
Oh, sorry. See,
you're
I'm not ready to have kids.
You don't even know what to do for a child.
You change their diapers and take them to the. You wash them upside down.
If you pay me like a cool $40K, and you just like take care of my my eating needs, because I'm sure I'm gonna have crazy cravings.
Yeah,
I'll be fine.
When you be craving caviar and sashimi,
I highly doubt. I don't feel like I'll be craving sushi. I feel like
steak from STK, even though you're vegetarian.
I feel like I'll want like Guyanese things like
chicken foot,
like chicken foot with the mango sour. I know everyone might
that
not know what that is.
That sounds even more expensive because that means I have to go to Guyana.
You don't have to go to Guyana to get those things. We live in Richmond Hill.
Though.
We live in Richmond Hill. There are a lot of Guyanese things around here. But I don't know if I would be your surrogate, but talk to me after the show and, you know.
We'll figure something out. No, the other alternative is adoption.
Adoption's so expensive now, though.
It is expensive when you gotta pay for shipping and handling. Like, for real?
Yeah,
Am I shipping these kids from Africa?
What's crazy?
Joe Biden?
If you go, that's why when you guys hear about adoption, if you go to whatever country and pick up the kid, the process is actually cheaper because you do have to pay some shipping and handling.
What, does it go through FedEx or UPS? But no, honestly, I would love the idea of adoption because this is my philosophy on it, right? There's so many kids in the world who don't have a parent. They're moving from foster home to foster home. They live in an orphanage. Why would I necessarily want to bring another kid into the world when I could just adopt those? Now, that's a very, like, extreme way of thinking of things, and most people obviously want to have their own legacy, their own heir. So, but I'm not one of those people who's like, oh my god, it has to be my blood-related child. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to. Like, the child just has to be smart and, like, you know, be successful.
I absolutely feel the same. Like, even as a woman...
You feel the child should be smart and successful for me to adopt them? That's it.
No, that comes after. But even as a woman, I would like to have the experience of having a child, but let's say I never meet somebody... I'm the type of girl where if I never meet somebody to have that child with, I'm not going to, like, just have a child with...
And that's...
somebody I... you know, don't have a relationship with or somebody I'm married to. I cannot do it alone. So, if I do it alone, it would be adoption.
And I would even take that a step further. You don't want to have a kid with just anybody.
No, absolutely not. And it's so crazy.
Tom, Dick, and Harry.
I really don't know how the girlies do that. Like, I know so many girls that, okay, I feel like I need to be married to have a kid.
Yeah.
But... I think it's okay if you don't get married. I'm not here to, like, push my agenda on anyone.
Yeah.
However, I really don't know how the girls do it without commitment. Like, they do it by them, and they end up doing it by themselves. Mm-hmm. I really don't know.
That's how we end up with so many single parents, right?
How do they balance that? I have no idea. Like, I guess they just have no personal life. Because between work and family and the other things I need to do, I don't know how I would take care of a child by myself. With no support. Maybe they have the support.
With no support. But I would even take that a step further and say, you don't want a child with just anyone because not everyone has the qualities and traits to raise a child, right?
Of course not.
There's so many parents, in quotation, in uplifted comments, whatever you want to call it, out there who are not ready in any way, shape, or form to take care and raise a kid. Like, it's a huge responsibility.
I swear... to baby Jesus above.
Hallelujah.
The people who should never have children are the ones that have children.
Does that mean our parents?
No.
we're the only exception to
But I see people out with kids, and I'm like, you should never have been allowed to procreate ever.
Yeah, have you seen like parents ignore their kids in real time? Yes, I have.
And I'm just
at the
like,
airport, at the restaurant.
and it's crazy. Some of the people who I think are like the smartest, sweetest, kindest people, they tell me that they don't want children because they're like, I don't want to add more people into this world. This world is already what it is. I just want to live my life and like not pass
That
anything
is family
on.
planning, girlfriend. And I respect that because it takes a next level individual to take a step back and be like, am I really ready for kids? I'm just not gonna procreate just because it's available and it's there. But I'm gonna think about, am I ready? Like, am I emotionally, financially ready to have a kid? Is it something I see myself doing? And I'm so much a proponent of like proxying having a kid, like raising a pet with a partner. Like, it's a good little practice trial.
Oh, you think that's a practice?
I think so. I think it's super important. Like, you get a parrot or a dog or a cat. I know it's not the same as a child.
I was just gonna say, a child is way more responsibility.
I know, but a pet teaches you so many things. Speaking for someone who doesn't have a pet.
Life.
You gotta walk the dog, talk the dog, eat the dog, you know what I'm saying? Like,
eat the dog.
But it's a good, you don't think it's a good trial run for like
I think
caring for another
I don't
human being
really
besides-
see it that
well,
way,
another
no.
thing besides yourself?
I don't really see it that
Okay,
way.
never mind, moving on. How about you practice with a kid? Imagine if you could just have one kid as a child kid and be like, alright, God, can we try this again? And then God just
Let
takes
me
the
give
kid
this.
away.
It doesn't
Round
work
2.
out. Let me give this one back.
Exactly. Let me return this at Target real quick. Where the receipt at?
But yeah, and you know what? More and more millennials are not having children, or they're delaying the process by many years.
Oh my God. And why do you think so?
I think one, because of the awareness. I'm not ready for kids. Should I even have kids? And two, like, we live in New York. The cost of having children is insane.
Yeah, we
in
just
New
talked
York.
about like housing prices being insane. Where you gonna grow the kid up?
Yeah.
In the barn?
Like, Light and I, we've reached a place in our life where we'd love to buy our first place, but it's so hard to do in New York because it's so expensive.
And I just refuse to spend $800,000 on a piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So I'm just waiting for Joe Biden to do something. I don't know, Nancy Pelosi, if you're out there, girl. Like,
Donald Trump, whoever's in charge.
Donald Trump, you gonna be president in 2024. No, I'm kidding.
Vladimir Putin.
That
Whoever's in charge.
Uncle Vlad.
Vladdy.
After you invade Ukraine, can you come through or whatever?
Do something. Guys, I'm sorry. We took a short break because Nona's camera battery died, so we had to let it charge a little bit.
This isn't exactly a 21st century camera, but here we are.
This is a 21st century camera light.
Yes.
However,
I forgot. My bad.
Guys, I've been at work all day, so I didn't get a chance to charge my camera, and I only got to charge it a little bit when I got home.
This is Nona pre-planning as an exemplary example.
Clearly, I planned my life out so well, I'm so organized and so put together.
I thought I forgot my train of thought.
So I kind of forgot a little bit what we were talking about, but I know we were talking about how people should never have kids. People who never have kids.
No.
That was a Freudian.
I don't think the U.S. government would have a problem with you.
No, that was a Freudian slip. That was a Freudian slip.
We can say that.
We were talking about how people who should never have kids do have kids.
Yeah, no, seriously, like, it is something that you can't take for granted. And I think even in our culture that we grew up in, it was almost like a default that everyone should have a kid. But when you really think about it, like, not all of us can be parents. Not all of us can groom and mold the future.
Yeah, absolutely not. And I think you shouldn't put pressure on people who choose not to have children or maybe unsure. Like, people like to shame people, like, oh, what do you mean you don't want kids? That's crazy. Everyone wants kids. No, like, let them chill out. If they don't want children, that's their decision. It's okay. The world's overpopulated anyways.
Exactly. In like 2 years, there won't be enough grain and sand for us to eat.
Who's eating sand?
Sorry, you don't eat sand? It helps with digestion.
You are mentally unstable.
I am unstable, guys.
You are
don't
unwell.
But yeah.
So, neither of us are having kids anytime soon.
Not anytime soon. I mean, I'm 28. I'm gonna be 28 in like a few months.
I'm 28 and I'm gonna be 28 in a few months. Light, are you okay
because
today?
2021 doesn't. 2020 and 2021 does not count, baby.
No,
so
but did you hear what you said? You said I'm 28
I know what
and
I
I'm
said.
gonna
I
be
was
28.
deliberate about what I said. I'm gonna be young forever. I'm not lying.
Okay, Light is skipping a year on his age.
2 years. Yeah, so, yeah, we're never gonna have kids anytime soon, you know? I think there's more preparation that needs to go into it. And of course, I think ultimately, like, I wouldn't do it without a sound partner. I just think being a single parent is such a huge thing. And for those people out there be like, oh, you're not gonna get married to a woman, so why would you want to have kids? I can have a male partner, bitch, and still have kids, so leave me alone.
There are ways to go about it.
Right.
Also, I don't think I'm ready as well. Even though I haven't found anyone I want to do it with.
Popping?
I probably got like 3 good eggs left, to be honest. No, I'm kidding. But, by the way, do you know my gynecologist suggested that I freeze my eggs?
Is she funding this?
She was like, so you know, you could keep your options open. However, I don't think I'm at that age where I need to, but I guess I can. But it's very expensive when I looked into it.
Baby, you got a fridge, right?
How are we going to extract the eggs?
You know you got them ice trays? All y'all got to do is mix it with a little bit of milk. Just keep the egg nutrified.
That's the bad thing. That's the bad thing about being a woman. You know, we kind of have a clock. However, I'm seeing so many more women having kids like 35 plus.
Mm-hmm.
And it does give me some kind of comfort because I'm
Right.
like, okay,
they're more mature, they're thinking.
No, but I'm like, okay, they can physically do it. If they can physically do it, then I can as well. Maybe with a little bit of help down the line.
Yeah, baby, yeah, you need some steroids and a little bit of, you know, exercise and
and some hormone therapy.
You can keep them eggs pumping out until you're like 50. But yeah.
So we're single, no kids, no husband, no boyfriend, no house,
And no freezed eggs.
and no freezed eggs.
There you go.
So those are the people.
That's our resume, guys.
That is our
Hire us to have your kids.
professional resume.
Yeah, I agree. We shouldn't have any kids.
No,
Anytime soon.
we will have kids. We also don't have friends. I have 2 friends that have kids, but I'm not surrounded by children like that. I don't have small children in my family and stuff like that, which I wish I had. Like, I want to be around more children that are not mine that I could give back.
To be
when
honest,
I'm done playing with them.
To be honest, I was always hoping that you would have kids. I'd be like the cool gay uncle that takes care of them. You know what I mean?
It's funny because I'm hoping you have kids so I could be like the cool rich aunt that spoils them and stuff.
You know, I'm gonna have to spend money to have kids. You can have kids naturally. Like, I can't do that shit.
But who am I having it with? The guy that wants to buy me a house? How
did Mary Magdalene have kids? Not Mary Magdalene. Mary have kids. Immaculate conception,
At
baby.
that point?
The angel appeared.
At this point?
Ain't your angel appeared yet?
No, at this point, that is what it will be, an immaculate conception.
Dead.
Because
they're going to be sleeping tonight and be like...
The spirit of God will come and impregnate me. Because that's the only way...
That is kind of hot.
That's the only way it's going to happen.
That should be a category in Pornhub.
There is nothing...
What would you call that category?
That's called the spiritual section.
The spiritual... I am... Dead.
That is the category on Pornhub, the spiritual section. By the way, I don't know if you saw this, but did you see? You know who Demi Lovato is? She's a famous
Non-binary.
singer. Yeah, she's a famous singer.
Mm-hmm.
She was talking about how she was singing to ghosts. Like, she could feel the presence of ghosts, and she was singing to them.
All right, for any y'all listening,
give them comfort.
If you be listening to Demi Lovato, I would suggest you don't do it.
No, she has great music. But
from this point forward.
But the chick is singing to ghosts. And there was some video uploaded of her, like, in the dark, singing to these ghosts. And she was like, the ghost feels so comforted.
Do you think Demi Lovato should have kids?
Demi Lovato should never have kids.
This is our point, guys. You see?
Demi Lovato.
You can be a successful singer, rich, have all the money in the world, have all the resources to raise a kid. But if you sing it to ghosts, you should not have kids.
She has a coke addiction, so no, she should never have kids.
Oh yeah, clearly.
Somebody is gonna come back. So
Child Protective Services. Call
somebody's
PETA
gonna clip this episode like 10 years from now
and come for us.
And be like, Nona Lisa said Demi Lovato should never have kids because she has a coke addiction.
And we'll be like, who's Demi Lovato?
Oh my God, no. I hope she'll be like thriving then.
Yeah.
We love you, Demi. We love the music.
Dem.
We're just worried about you.
We're just thinking.
It's coming
you.
from a place of concern.
It's called friendship.
Yeah. Actually,
Friends care.
Speaking about celebrities and like issues and addiction and stuff, you know who I would have been like the best person to?
Britney Spears.
Britney Spears. How did you know?
I just pulled that out my ass, literally.
If I was in charge of taking care of Britney would be thriving, bitch.
I know, right?
I would cook for her. I would take care of her.
I like how that's the first thing you decided to do.
Britney, give me the conservatorship. I would have taken care of you, love.
I think she's gone past the conservatorship.
It's
or give her the contract. Yeah, you won the contract.
Or forget the conservatorship. Just let me live with you and I'll take care of you. You don't have to pay me. Okay?
Which brings me to an important question. As her contractual, I don't know, whatever you call it, would you let her have kids?
She already has kids!
Oh, she does?
Yes, she has kids. She has children. She has children with her ex-husband, I believe it is.
Oh.
She has two, I believe. And I don't know how much time she spends taking care of them, given her previous circumstance. But
the fact that I don't know Britney Spears has kids probably means she doesn't spend that much time.
Regardless, baby, you move me in. No, I'll help you take care of your children. I don't need to have kids. I'll help you take care of your kids, Britney. Call me.
I think I just, diminished all your chances of ever meeting Britney Spears based on what I said.
No, Britney's gonna call me and she's gonna love me and have me live with her.
Yes, conservatorship. Word of the day, guys. Go look it up. Yeah. So.
My phone's going off.
My Bumble is going off.
And your Light's Bumble is going off.
Wait, is it the same guy messaging us?
Hell no, it could never be. We don't have the same type.
We don't?
No, because you like losers and I don't.
I wasn't ready. Oh, she pulled that fast. Guys, that wasn't in the show notes. So let me take a second. To just recover. Okay? I'm just thinking right now.
No.
How am I going to come back from this?
Light doesn't love losers. However, what Light seems to attract.
Yeah, why are we tracking all the crazy... Anyway, we strayed away from the topic of who should and who shouldn't have kids. And the people that I date should not have kids. So
they should never have children.
That's the moral of this segment.
I can't wait to see my friends have children, though. I think, my best friends, I can't wait to see them have children because I feel like they'd be such great parents. And to, witness them raise somebody, that would be so nice.
Wait, why do I feel like I'm not included in this?
You're not included in this.
Not included in this. Okay, never mind. You have other best friends.
Because you said you need time. We
I
both
do need time. I need time. I need somebody, baby. You know what? Thinking about it, and I was just talking about it with a coworker the other day. Women face such a penalty for having kids in corporate America. I've worked for a few corporations over the years, and anytime a woman gets pregnant, she automatically gets her projects taken off. She loses the responsibilities. If she's managing a team, then they'll move the team under a new manager and all that stuff. It's I could think of the emotional toll that could take on women just to begin with, but instead of corporations incentivizing having kids and being proud and happy about it, I feel like it's quite the opposite in real life. I mean, yeah, on the face, everyone's happy. Oh yeah, she's having kids. It's great, but deep down inside, they know she's going to take months of maternity leave off, and therefore won't be able to contribute to the firm. Yeah,
of course, they're thinking about their bottom line. And it's crazy, maternity leave in America is only, I don't know.
On average, it's probably 4 months.
I was going to say 3 months. It's not, no long extended time.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. And even before they have kids, women in corporate America, they automatically get this notion attached to them that they will have kids, and therefore they have to, their managers or the management that oversees, supervises them, factors that into the decision of how much work to give this person. How much responsibility, how much ownership should I lay at the feet of this woman? It's crazy that corporate America automatically assumes like every woman is gonna have a kid at some point, and therefore she cannot, perform her and fulfill all the responsibilities associated with her role.
Yeah, I'm not really surprised by that. I guess because I know what comes with being a woman and working and trying to balance all of that.
And I think it's so paradoxical because also in corporate America, like there's a premium for getting married and starting a family. I've seen men who are married outpace men who are not married in terms of promotions and hierarchy. Like
because they have earned like some type of respect from
it's
from upstairs.
Yeah, and one coworker once told me like he just wants to get married. He worked at the same firm that I did. He's like, I just want to get married because for the sake of getting married and telling people I have a wife. And I always think to myself, like, why in corporate America is that seen as like a premium? Like, why is that glorified? And then on the flip side of that, having a child, which is a product of that union, is now a ding on the woman. So you have this like asymmetric value, right? Like men get a bump up, and then women get a bump down.
Yeah,
that's so crazy.
That is how it is.
Ain't the world crazy?
The world is absolutely crazy. Light, is there anything else you would like to add?
No, I think the bottom line for this podcast is like...
Don't have kids. No, I'm kidding.
Don't have kids. Let our growth rate just decline and we'll all die.
And there will be nothing after us.
Yeah, there will be nothing after us. No, I think like parenting is such an important phase of life that needs to be taken seriously. And I'm tired of seeing parents take it for granted and just have kids out of nowhere and without thinking and planning accordingly. And looking inwardly and thinking themselves, am I ready to have a kid? Right? I'm like, can I do this? Is raising a human being something that I see myself doing and can actually execute?
And of course, mistakes happen, unplanned pregnancies happen all the time. But if you feel like you're not ready to have kids, or you don't want kids, or you don't know, take your time. Don't feel pressured, especially women. Because I'm 27 now, so I am feeling a little bit of pressure. Take your time. Don't feel pressured. Try to plan as much as possible.
And with that, I think people need to get more comfortable with adopting. I know it's expensive, but still, like, adopting is something fantastic. Like, you can literally make a child's life, make a child's future that already exists in the world. Yeah. You know what I mean? Much better, and I think it's something worth thinking about. So I'm sorry to make this podcast all of a sudden on a very serious note, but
guys, we're a comedy podcast, and we got like so serious.
But sometimes it's just, there's a time and place for everything, and I feel like this is a message that we need to get out there to the people who are listening. Like, this is important. Go spread the news, ambassadors. Let people know what we think about having children and pregnancy.
Thank you so much for listening to episode 4 of the best, fastest growing podcast in the world.
Yes.
We will see you in the next one. Follow me at Nona Lisa on Instagram. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, Nona Lisa, where you can see a video version of this podcast. Live?
Absolutely. As usual, please don't follow me.
Do not follow Light. He has nothing to tell you.
But yeah, if you guys can continue listening. Also, please, if you're listening to this podcast, make sure you download it. And you subscribe to our podcast channel so you get notifications when we upload.
On Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
And we have so far, every single day we've been on time, right? No, I'm kidding. This is our 4th episode, so...